Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. Today we're going to be doing our top 5 bad things in this beta. We're going to be comparing it to the last beta. Again, as many as you know, I did post videos on that one and whatnot. So, again, I said it in the last one. I'll say it in this one. This is my opinion. You can have a different opinion. That's perfectly fine. And you can, in the comments put whatever you want to put about my opinion, but it's not facts. Now, number one, in my opinion, for what's bad is, and it's not really bad, but it's irksome. In the last beta, if you played it, there was an ability that you could use where you would amplify your gun. They changed it, so now you can't do that. I liked that aspect. Like you would hit, I think it was F or something, and on your keyboard, and it would like use a power or whatever. Like the sniper I have has Fortress Warfare. If you used it, it would activate it. Um, so I do miss that. Again, it's not really a bad thing, but it is something that I miss, and I kind of hope that they put back into the game. I thought it was really good, and fun to use and whatnot. Um, the second thing I have to say is that this beta is extremely noob friendly. Now I get it. You have new players. The game is more hyped, etc. Blah blah blah. But you shouldn't be handing out stuff. Like I liked it when you had to go into your cradle and actually get the fishing stuff, and the memetics, and get your motorcycle. Now they give you a motorcycle. Like I personally don't like that. I think you should have to build it. And to go with that too, with your base, you don't have an upkeep anymore. It's a survival game. You should have an upkeep. That's just my personal opinion. I've talked to a lot of people and they don't agree with the upkeep and whatnot, but I thought that was good. I mean, that's something like Rust does, and that's a survival game. Like you build a base and etc. So I do hope they implement that kind of back in. Um, like I said, it was just fun. You not necessarily fun, but more challenging because you actually had to grind for it. The grind is kind of non-existent. Third thing I want to talk about is um the wish machine. I do like the aspect of giving people, the star crumb and whatnot for doing stuff and whatnot. That's great. I feel like they give way too much. Like you get 1,000 for doing one of the frontier areas. If you do one, you get 1,000, and then not to mention in your journey you get some, and then in the event you get some, and this one you get just a ton. I mean, you get 6,000 right here, and then this one is like, was that 6,500? It's a little much. Like, make it harder. People shouldn't just be able to roll and roll and roll and roll. Like the last beta was a little bit too hard. This beta is too easy. So hopefully they find a middle ground, and that'll come with a lot of the stuff. The fourth thing I want to talk about is the difficulty. Again, they made it noob friendly. I feel like the difficulty is not as hard. Like it's lackluster. And again, the last beta was a little bit more challenging. Again, that was my first time playing the beta, so maybe that's why. Um, but it feels like they dumbed everything down. Like, find a middle ground. Make it kind of noob friendly, but not too noob friendly. You do have experienced players, and you do have players who will grind and grind and grind in the game. Give the people who grind and whatnot, what they want. They want a challenge. I want a challenge. And yeah, some of the new areas like LEA and stuff are challenging, but I've seen videos of people running through it, you know, like it's nothing. That's not fun. It's just, again, find a middle ground. And I know they have the hard and the harder difficulties and whatnot, but those aren't out yet. Or, well, the harder difficulty isn't. The hard is, but even that, I mean, if you've watched my videos, you've seen me run through the Ravenous Hunter on hard, and it was way too easy. Like, way too easy. So yeah, at the end of the day, I do hope that they kind of give us some type of middle ground or something like that. Um, the fifth thing I want to talk about this beta is, and I know they came out with PvP servers, and I don't know how those work. I haven't joined one yet, and I may, just so I can kind of experience it and whatnot. These frontier areas used to be um PvP zones. Like, you have your PvE servers, you have your PvP servers. Great. Give us like PvE servers at least. Give us like the little areas and whatnot, because there used to be like things that you could grab and whatnot from like other people who were setting up bases or whatever, etc. And you could go there and take it to upgrade your guns. Give us that. That was fun. Like that little bit of PvP in those areas. Everything else was PvP or PvE. That's fine. Yeah, they have the trucks that drive around that turn into a PvP zone, but it's not, it's nothing like this. Like, let us fight for these and whatnot. Give us back those PvP zones. Again, I understand that they're trying to cater to, casuals and people who want the thrill and whatnot, but at the end of the day, if you put those back, the casuals will still return. They'll still play. They'll just probably avoid those areas, and that's fine. So keep these, but add those other ones, or like move these outside of the PvP zones and make these the PvP zones. That's what they should do. And of course, it's a beta, so a bonus is just the bugs. Like at the beginning of the story, this beta, like my first 20 levels, no one talked. You could read the words, but there was no voice acting. In the last beta, there was. I mean, there was problems with it, but there was. And now it's like, up until you get to like Iron River from these two areas, you don't hear any dialogue. It's not a huge thing, but still, it's like, you know, how'd that happen? Again, let me reiterate, this is just my opinion. You can have your own opinion. I respect your opinion. Just don't hate on me. I do hope you enjoy the video. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.